What Tucker Carlson's reporting here proves is that Thomas Crooks was a violent person who had very dark thoughts about attacking members of the government, whether they are members of Congress, the president, or federal law enforcement. Whether he was supporting Trump or whether he was turning on Trump, whether he was attacking Trump, and he eventually led to him trying to murder Trump, hitting President Trump in the head with a bullet. That is a consistent and present theme in just one of his social media accounts. Tucker uncovered over a dozen social media accounts. All of them have been scrubbed. But then there's something very concerning. They all go dark. A very mysterious account that seems to be of a foreign user tied to some very radical groups, very strange groups, violent groups, terrorist groups, contacts Crooks. What happens in these scenarios is there are forces in this world, and I'm not gonna suggest who was behind this, but when you see someone like Thomas Crooks online, you groom him. You see the rage and the anger inside of this young American. You see them outwardly projecting this, a call and a cry for help. And if you are a dark enough and sinister enough force, then you take them under your wing and you begin to manipulate them. You begin to control them. You can channel that rage and that anger into a real world result. And that is what I believe Tucker is getting at here.
At that point, a new character emerged into the conversation, a user named Willie Tepes, who started pressuring Crooks to commit violence. For example, quote, "If a gun and a badge is all that is needed, then authority obviously comes from the barrel of a gun. We have more guns than they do. There is no way we can avoid a war at this point, so you better just get used to the idea. We have nothing to lose and everything to win." So who is this Willie Tepes? Unfortunately, we don't know. The FBI hasn't made any mention of him in public, although they certainly know he exists. Just days after the shooting, somebody screenshotted Tepes' YouTube account page, despite the fact he had very few followers. To the extent that he can be traced online now, you can find his username being used on a foreign Antifa website. Those sites link him to the Nordic Resistance Movement, which has been designated a terrorist group by the U.S. State Department. That's all we know. We do know, however, that Crooks' online footprint abruptly ends after his encounter with this mysterious figure, Willie Tepes. Regardless of whoever Willie Tepes is or was and what his motives may have been, who he may have been working for, there is no doubt that Crooks was ripe for recruitment by someone.